and we'll continue to speak out to that.
Thanks, Trine. What does the president think last night's election results say about his own chances for re-election, if anything?
So I'm not going to get into his re-election, obviously, from here, or anything that's related to 2024. You saw the president's statement yesterday about a particular, obviously, issue 1 in Ohio. You heard directly from the re-election campaign, so certainly I would refer you to the re-election campaign. But what I can say more broadly, and I think it's important to note here, and I said this a little bit at the top, of how what the American people made very clear. They spoke out loud and clear, and what we believe we saw across the country is that we saw the president's values and agenda win big across the country last night. And this is not just in 2023. We saw this in 2022. We saw this in 2020 as well. And Americans spoke loud and clear how we need to protect reproductive rights. Women should have we should have the freedom to make a decision on their own health care. That is important. We heard them speak very loudly against dangerous conspiracy theories that we've heard out there, right, which are incredibly dangerous, as I just said, and they rejected that. And look, you saw the American people continuing to say that they support the president's agenda. Because if you think about how Governor Beshear ran in Kentucky, he ran on the infrastructure, right? He ran on lowering costs for the American people. Those are parts of the agenda that the president has led on, whether it's the bipartisan infrastructure legislation, whether it's the Inflation Reduction Act, and making sure we're lowering costs for the American people. This is the president's agenda that was on the ballot clearly, and the American people spoke very clearly about it.
And then just secondly, on the Israel-Hamas war, the majority of the Democratic caucus has